Hello there once again. This is your host here with the most. It is Rai, and I'm back with another NFL picks. This time for week number 16. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you out there, NFL fanatics, how I did last week for week number 15. 11 wins and 5 losses. Not too shabby, huh? I'm doing pretty good with these NFL pick 'em leagues. Pick 'em, you know. So let's continue, and it kicks off tonight for week 16 for Thursday Night Football. This is a big rival. Eli in the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia is at home. Philadelphia did not make the playoffs. They had a very, very good start, and they just hit rock bottom. Oh well, it happens to NFL teams. So I'm going with the Giants. They want to catch up to the Dallas Cowboys. To win the division or something like that. So I'm going with the Giants. Okay, now there are a lot of games on Saturday on Christmas Eve. Okay, just let everyone know that. Next game is another division rival. The Buffalo Bills will be home versus the Miami Dolphins. I'm going with Miami. Next game, the Washington Redskins versus the Chicago Bears. Bears will be home. Bears are so banged up, a lot of injuries, and you know the rest. I won't pick the Bears so bad, but on the other hand, I know how they play this whole entire season. They don't score a lot of points, and it's sad. But I'm not going to give up on the Bears. But on the other hand, I think Washington wants to win this game to trying to clinch a playoff spot. But for the Bears, they want to spoil Washington's chance to get in the playoffs. They should have done it last week against the Packers. That was still a good game overall. I don't give a darn what anybody says out there. But anywho, I'm picking Washington. Next matchup. The San Diego Chargers versus the Cleveland Browns. The winless Cleveland Browns. Cleveland will be home and going to the Chargers. Next matchup, the Green Bay Packers will be home versus the Minnesota Vikings. What happened to the Vikings? They start 5-0 in this early season. They hit rock bottom. They only won 2 games in the last 7 games. Awful. Most likely they're going to fire their coach, clean house, and all good stuff. They bring back Adrian Peterson last week against the Colts, and Colts just dominated against the Vikings. The Colts is not that great either, so whatever. I'm going on Green Bay. Green Bay just on the hot streak. I'm not a Packer fan, but I know Rodgers is a hell of a quarterback. Way better than the quarterback they have now for the Minnesota Vikings, Sam Bradford. He's not a great quarterback. Okay, next matchup. Tom Brady and New England Patriots will be home versus the New York Jets. Last time these two teams met is a very good game. I'm going with the Patriots. And also, congratulations on the Patriots. They won the division 8 years in a row. Wow, unbelievable. And I had a feeling, beginning of the year, they're going to win the division. And I was right. Okay, next matchup, the Atlanta Falcons will be at home. Atlanta Falcons will be on road against the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers, rough season for them. They're not going to go in the playoffs. Bad season. They will rebound. Don't worry, Carolina Panthers. But I'm going with Atlanta. They try to make it into the playoffs. Try to make a playoff push. Next matchup, the Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville will be at home. I'm going with Tennessee. Next matchup, the Oakland Raiders will be at home versus the Indianapolis Colts. Last week, Oakland Raiders had clinched a playoff spot for the first time since 2002. So congratulations to the Oakland Raiders. Next matchup, the Los Angeles Rams will be at home versus the San Francisco 49ers. This game will be a very, very boring game, most likely. I'm going with the Niners for an upside pick. Next matchup, Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints will be at home versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going with Tampa. They want to continue kicking butt in the season, late in the season. Okay, and also they want to try to make it into the playoffs if they can't get in. Okay, next matchup, the Seattle Seahawks will be at home versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going with Seattle. I think Seattle's undefeated at home. Not really too sure. Next matchup, the Houston Texans will be at home versus Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going with Houston here. Next matchup, The Pittsburgh Steelers will be home versus the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I mentioned this to one of my friends. These two teams are very, very boring to watch when they go head to head. That's just my opinion, because both teams love defense. They play great defense. It might be like a 6-3 kind of game, 10-7, who knows? But let's see what happens on Sunday. I'm going with the Ravens. They want to catch up to the Steelers, and probably week 17 will winner take all to win the division. Who knows? Okay, for Sunday football, the last one, because next week, week 17, all the games will be on Sunday. No Sunday night football. It's sad. They should do that. They should have all week 17 off the record. They should have a Sunday night football game and a Monday night football game. Come on, NFL, fix your stuff. Football is not over until week 17. Okay, let me continue here. Okay, I'm going with Denver, the defending Super Bowl champions, on the road against Kansas City. Okay, next matchup for Monday Night Football, the last one for the year. The Dallas Cowboys, the best record in NFC, versus the Detroit Lions. I'm going Dallas. So those are my picks, and those are my recap. Now the percentages for Week 16. For Thursday Night Football, Giants and Philly, 81% Giants, 19% Philly. Buffalo and Miami matchup, 70% Buffalo and 30% Miami. So if Miami could find a mega upset, Miami will win. Washington and Chicago matchup, 82% Washington, 82% Washington, and 18% Chicago. Chargers and Cleveland matchup, 91% Chargers and 9% Cleveland. Green Bay and Minnesota matchup, 95% Green Bay and 5% Minnesota. Patriots and Jets matchup. Listen up, Giants fans. 99% Patriots and 1% Jets. So if the Jets can find a way to pull a huge mega upset, that'd be great. I feel sorry for Jets fans, and probably you guys feel sorry for us. Probably not. But it's going to take a long time for the Jets to compete with the Patriots in that division. Miami is, competing. I think most likely they're gonna clinch the playoff spot. But don't ever give up on your team, Jets fans. Never. Don't be no bandwagon like other people I know out there on social media. Let's move on. Okay, Atlanta versus Carolina. 71% Atlanta and 29% Carolina. Wow. Tennessee and Jacksonville matchup. 91% Tennessee and 9% Jacksonville. Ay caramba. Oakland and Colts matchup. 88% Oakland and 12% Colts. LA Rams versus the Niners. 79% Rams and 21% Giants. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about baseball. Why? Messed up. The San Francisco 49ers football. 21% for the Niners. I said it again. Okay, let me move on before I mess up again. Okay, New Orleans Saints, 66% for New Orleans and 34% Tampa Bay. Okay. Seattle and Arizona matchup. 95% Seattle and 5% Arizona. Wow. Houston and Cincinnati matchup. 62% Houston and 38% Cincinnati. Pittsburgh and Baltimore matchup. 89% Steelers and 11% Baltimore. Okay. Kansas City and Denver matchup. 88% Kansas City and 12% Denver for Sunday Night Football. It's going to be very, very tough that if Denver could find a way to beat Kansas City on the road in Kansas City. It's going to be very tough. The atmosphere, and probably it's going to be very cold out there this weekend. Who knows? It was cold last week. And Tennessee find a way to pull the mega upset. Okay, Dallas and Detroit matchup for Monday Night Football. The last one of the year. 92% Dallas and 8% Detroit. Now, off the record, don't you think for Week 17 they should have one more Monday Night Football game and one more Sunday Night Football game? Exactly, they should. Don't do it. Don't have no more. This should be the last one for Week 16. That's stupid. They should have some for Week 17. Hello? Duh. But those are my recap, my new picks. Those are the percentages, and that's all I gotta say. The reason I have a lot of games on Saturday because it's Christmas Eve, and probably a lot of you are gonna celebrate on Christmas Day, or on the other hand, you're gonna celebrate on Christmas Day, on Eve. Who knows? So everyone have a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone who listens to this. Okay, have fun, be safe, don't party too much, and I cannot believe it. It's gonna be 2017 before you know it. And I cannot believe it, NFL Fanatics. Next week is the last week of the NFL regular season. Holy cow. This whole season flies by. I just wish they do that for baseball and hockey and NBA. Season goes fast, but it drags out too fast, especially baseball. So this is your host there. Once again, it is Rai. Good luck with the games. Enjoy the games starting tonight and Saturday. It's a special edition. But week 17, they go back on Sunday. So good luck with your NFL picks. I don't know if fantasy football is still around. Probably it's over already. I think they have the playoffs already. So good luck with your teams. If your team's in the playoff, if not, you can still enjoy the NFL season. So I'll see you next time for week 17, the last week of the NFL season. That'll be week 17. This is your host here. Rai is sign off. Have a good one. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. See you sometime next week. Adios.